In the news, Chief Executive Director of Connected Development extends hands of fellowship to Muslim faithful across KOGI Central ahead of Ramadan. Women in media congratulates 2 women elected into TARABA State House of Assembly. United States expresses concern over electoral cases in Nigeria. 22 Super Eagles stars in camp ahead of their AFCON qualifier against Guinea-Bissau. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of LOKOJA, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Jennifer Udimayo. Thanks for joining us. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has denounced an online report accusing its chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, of attempts to violate its guidelines and consequently distort the governorship election result in Abia State. Chief Press Secretary to the INEC chairman, Rotimi Oyekami, said the only communication sent to the state returning officer was the commission's directive suspending further collation of results. The INEC presiding officer in Abia State, Professor Enena Oti from Afiku, who is the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology Owerri, said the people's mandate shall stand. Professor Oti explained he has spent all his adult life in pursuit of the ideas of good governance, adding that he shall stand by the principles. Explosion rocked Partners Auditorium in Christ Mercy Land Deliverance Ministry, also known as Mercy City, a popular church along the Warri Sapele Road, Delta State, triggering a major inferno in the building. A top staff of the church said the fire started suddenly, explaining that the first person who saw it said he had a major explosion and what followed next was a huge ball of fire. When met with the founder and senior prophet of the church, Prophet Jeremiah Omuto Fufeyin, for comment, he politely declined, saying he would prefer the church secretary to speak. The head of service of the church, Okunlayo Fufunye, who led journalists to the senior prophet, later said the church secretary had driven out of the premises. Some staff of the Mercy City who spoke to the press on condition of anonymity said the fire started at about 11 a.m. in the morning and was extinguished by firefighters. According to them, no life was lost. The Central Bank of Nigeria Monetary Policy Committee has voted to increase the benchmark interest rate by 50 basis points to 18%. This was disclosed by the CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele, while reading the communique of the second MPC meeting. He said the committee also pegged the liquidity ratio at 30%. The tightening of the rate, according to the Apex Bank governor, is expected to curtail inflation currently put at 21%. On Naira redesign, Emefiele explained that the bank aligned itself with Supreme Court's judgment as currency in circulation is about 1 trillion naira. As Muslims commence the 2023 Ramadan, the Chief Executive Director of Connected Development and philanthropist Hamza Lawa extended his helping hands to the Muslim faithful across KOGI Central of the state. Hamza, who joined them to observe prayers, donated food items to mosque in Okene to be shared among Muslims that will be observing the fasting as part of identifying with them, especially now that many are going through hard times due to cash crunch that has made many to suffer low income to meet up with domestic needs. Foodstuffs donated are bags of rice, beans, and cartons of noodles. Our reporter has more.
Ramadan is considered one of the holiest months of the year for Muslims. In Ramadan, Muslims commemorate the revelation of the Quran and abstain from food and drink during the sunlight hours as means of drawing closer to Allah and cultivating self-control, gratitude, and compassion for those less fortunate. Ramadan is a month of intense spiritual rejuvenation with a heightened focus on devotion, during which Muslims spend extra time reading the Quran and performing special prayers. Those unable to fast, such as pregnant or nursing women, the sick or elderly people, and children, are exempt from fasting. In a special interviews with some Islamic scholars, they throw more light on already established facts about Ramadan.
Virtually all the Muslims all over the world. So it's a month of forgiveness, a month of mercy within ourselves, a month of companionship, and it's the month that everybody feel the impact, even those that are non-Muslim, they feel the impact of this particular month. So we are looking forward to the goodies, and the expectation is giving of alms should be enormous.
So Ramadan is an embodiment of blessing for this ummah. And you might take note, it's important you take note that apart from this ummah, no other generation has been given Ramadan. Yes, before the coming of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there are all kind of fasting, but not actually Ramadan. So it is important for us to call on fellow brothers and sisters, of course, that the way Allah has addressed us, Man shahara minkum al-shahr, man shahida minkum al-shahra falyasum. The moment you witness the sighting of the moon, you fast. Witnessing the moon means that if you see it by your naked eye, perhaps if it is possible for you, or if you hear from the authority that new crescent of Ramadan has been sighted, you don't have an excuse, you fast.
Other Muslim faithful describe the month as the holiest period to express helping hands to many. They said the ultimate goal of fasting is gaining greater God consciousness, known in Arabic as taqwa, signifying a state of constant awareness of God. From this awareness, a person should gain discipline, self-restraint, and a greater incentive to do good and avoid wrong. Since Ramadan is a time for Muslims to be especially charitable, and fasting helps Muslims feel compassion for the hungry and less fortunate, many mosques hold food drives or fundraisers for charity during Ramadan. Many mosques also host open houses for their friends and neighbors of other faiths to join them for their fast-breaking dinner or iftar at the end of the fasting day. These attributes of Ramadan cumulated to why the Chief Executive Director of Connected Development, Hamza Lawal, took foodstuffs to distribute to mosques within Okene metropolis. Hamza said it is just a way of supporting many to observe Ramadan.
Today I've prayed to our Creator with my Muslim brothers and sisters. And for me, I brought a message of peace, because without peace, there will be no prosperity.
Beneficiaries have this to say.
Yes, immediately I saw it, I pray to Almighty Allah to guide my brother, Ambassador Alhaji Hamza Lawal, to be in this a good ambassador, continue doing it more than this. We appreciate it. Alhamdulillah, we appreciate it, we enjoy it.
On this special month, prayers called Taraweeh are held in most mosques after the night prayer. During Taraweeh, the prayer leader recites at least 1/30th of the Quran so that by the end of the month, the entire Quran will have been recited. Khadijat Mohammed, reporting for MLC TV.
Prison inmates from 14 correctional facilities across the country have graduated from the National Open University of Nigeria now and will be awarded degrees. 7 of the inmates studied at the postgraduate degree level. Vice-Chancellor of the National Open University Nigeria now, Professor Olufemi Peters, stated this at a news briefing ahead of the university's 12th convocation in Abuja. Professor Peters said the inmates studied under the university's scholarship to make them better citizens in preparation for their reintegration into the society. He stressed that the 58 inmates are among the over 28,740 graduates that would receive degrees at both undergraduate and postgraduate level, while 6 of the graduates secured first degrees. Professor Peter said the Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, UNISA, Pretoria in South Africa, Professor Puleng Lenkambula, will deliver the pre-convocation lecture on volatility and opportunities in higher education, among others. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Do you know women are adventurous, ambitious, captivating, confident, and dazzling? Do you know she's also dynamic, enigmatic, inspiring, and self-assured? Those are not all about who a woman is. She's also blessed with the wisdom to design her world. She is optimistic when she puts her mind to do anything, amiable and astute. And to crown it all, she is naive because of her total belief in anything she loves and same time noble with her character. These and many more about a woman are what we discuss and analyze on Women's World, a program that celebrates women who have put all these attributes together to add value to their society. Be my guest together to tell your story yourself. I am a woman and I am proud to be. Join Faith Abdul Ghaffar only on MLC TV online by 6 p.m. every Sunday for all-encompassing about who a woman is. For your contribution, comments, even to appear on the show, advert placement and sponsorship, please call any of the numbers displayed on the screen. Visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Molokai TV, and like our Facebook pages, MLC TV and MLC TV WW to watch our editions. Thank you.
As suggested in the motion.
From 31st January to June 31st, 2023, say aye. Those against say nay, the ayes have it.
Do you know what it takes to lead? Do you understand what is politics? Do you have issues concerning the way we play politics? Do you have reservations about some political mugu? Do you want to serve or be served? Do you want to contest? Do you want to occupy any political office or be in charge of your world? All this and many more are what we discuss right here in the political arena. A program where we trash and arrange, condemn and commend, celebrate and blame all that play out in politics. Do not be told. Join me, Warner Balagobo, every Saturday by 7 p.m. to throw more light on why we play politics the way we do and how we can play it better. Political arena, building a government of the people and for the people. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has ordered the demolition of buildings in GRA Phase 5 in Port Harcourt, the state capital, including Dar Communications, owners of AIT, Ray Power Television and radio stations. This is as the governor issued a 48-hour quit notice to owners of the building already earmarked for a project in the state. It was gathered that the building housing the facilities of the media outfit at the Ozioba area of Port Harcourt is among the structures that may hinder the progress of the said project by Wike's administration if not removed. In that regard, the state government issued an ultimatum in a quick notice signed by Permanent Secretary of the Rivers Ministry of Works and Government, Ebere Dennis Emenike. The notice dated Tuesday, March 21st read, following the imminent commencement of the GRA Phase 5 project, the structures are impacting the right of way have been earmarked for demolition, including your own. Consequently, you are by this notice requested to remove structures within 48 hours to allow for speedy progress of work. However, the Rivers State Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ) is said to have appealed to the government to drop its plan to demolish the structure housing facilities of the AIT and Ray Power media outfits. The appeal is contained in a press statement jointly signed by Stanley Job Stanley and Ike Wigodu, the chairman and secretary of the NUJ in the state, respectively, while acknowledging that the land on which the building housing AIT television and Ray Power radio station was built has been a subject of dispute between Rivers State Government and Dar Communications PLC for some time now. NUJ appealed to Governor Wike's government to review its position on the land dispute and drop its plan to demolish and take over the AIT property. The council urged the state government to open a negotiation channel with the media organization for a peaceful resolution. We appeal to the Rivers State government to review the quit notice given to Dar Communications PLC, owners of AIT and Ray Power radio station. Now on politics. 2 women have been elected into the Taraba State House of Assembly. They are Veronica Al-Hassan, Bali, one state constituency under the platform of the PDP, and Batulu Muhammad Gashaka state constituency under the platform of the APC. The president, Women in Media, Queen Kunde Enoch, congratulated the heroines who made it through the tough political terrain in Taraba State, which has in the past hindered the emergence of a woman in the present Taraba State House of Assembly. She expressed belief that the 2 great ambassadors of Taraba women will make great impact, champion positive causes that will impact the society, especially the less privileged and vulnerable members of the society, which are mostly women and girl child. The Speaker of Osun State House of Assembly, Timothy Owonye, has reacted to the loss of his re-election bid at the March 18th Assembly election, describing it as a temporal setback. This was contained in a statement issued by the Speaker in the state, noting that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) was wrong to have declared the People's Democratic Party (PDP) candidate, alleging that there were overvoting in several polling units. The election, which was characterized by widespread violence, harassment, thuggery, and brigandage, hampered the people from voting in several polling units across the 11 wards of Ilesha East State constituency. Now on crime. A federal high court in Abuja has dismissed an application filed by suspended DCP Abba Kyari seeking an order dismissing National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) charge against him. The applicants are Kyari, ACP Sunday Ubia, Inspector Simeon Agiriba, and Inspector John Nuhu. They had prayed the court to quash the criminal charge against them in fresh motions on notice filed by lawyers on the ground that the suit was incompetent. They urged the court to stop their trial because they had not been subjected to the internal disciplinary action of the Nigerian Police Council (NPC) and the Police Service Commission (PSC) as provided by the Constitution, among others. But the NDLEA counsel, Joseph Sunday, opposed the application. He urged that most of the cases cited by lawyers to the defendant did not relate with Police Service Act, saying the instant charge against the defendant was a criminal matter. Delivering the ruling, Justice Nwite held that the powers of the Police Service Commission did not supersede the powers of the FHC. He said that the subject matter of the case was within jurisdiction of the court. The court dismisses Abba Kyari's plea. According to the judge, Section 2512F and 3 of the Constitution confers the court the powers to hear and determine the charge. On September 5, 2022, in a fresh suit filed at the Federal High Court, the NDLEA accused Kyari of non-disclosure of assets. The anti-drug agency also said over 207 million and 17,598 euro were found in his various 3 banks. Nigerian authorities have been called upon to thoroughly investigate incidents involving at least 28 journalists and media workers being harassed and attacked while covering state elections. The Committee to Protect Journalists made the call while speaking with journalists over the incident. The association urged the authorities to ensure perpetrators are held to account over the ugly developments. At least 28 members of the press were obstructed, harassed, or attacked while covering gubernatorial and state assembly elections across Nigeria on March 18th and 19th with various degrees of injuries. Now on foreign. The United States says it was disturbed by widespread cases of ethnically induced voter suppression in Lagos during the March 18 governorship election. saying such action would not go unpunished. The U.S. mission in Nigeria, in a statement on its website, said such acts undermine Nigerians' democratic experience and visa bans will be imposed on political actors responsible. The U.S. statement followed similar observation by other election observers who said Nigeria's 2023 election fell short of standards upheld in various circles in recent years. The U.S. laments that the prominent figures in Lagos State like Bayo Onanuga, a top advisor to President-elect Bola Tinubu, and Musliu MC Oluomo Akinsanya, another ally of Mr. Tinubu's, have publicly called for violence against Nigerians of Igbo origin in Lagos, saying the nation's commercial capital belongs to the Yoruba ethnic group. Thousands of Igbo residents reported being turned back from polling centers by political thugs loyal to the ruling All Progressive Congress, with many voters being asked to speak Yoruba before allowed to access the ballot. Meanwhile, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was re-elected on the back of the alleged suppression of opposition votes, has sued for calm following his victory, saying he would make efforts to mend fences and ethnic divisions across the state. For sports updates, let's join Jonah Malik.
And on sports update, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be bidding to keep their hopes of qualifying for the 2024 African Cup of Nations alive on Friday when they lock horns with Guinea-Bissau in the first leg of the two-legged showdown. The three-time African Cup of Nations champions currently sit at the top of their qualifying group with 6 points, 2 points above second-place Guinea-Bissau going into Friday's game. Ahead of the much-expected 2024 African Cup of Nations qualifier against Guinea-Bissau, 22 invited players are currently at the Super Eagles training camp in Abuja, the venue of the match. Among the players in camp includes Victor Osimhen, Ahmed Musa, Alex Iwobi, Francis Uzoho, Joe Aribo, Wilfred Ndidi and Kelechi Iheanacho. However, the only invited player that is yet to hit the training camp in Abuja is Zaidu Sanusi, and the FC Porto man is expected to arrive at the camp on Wednesday. Still on sports, former Real Madrid and Arsenal midfielder Mesut Ozil has announced his retirement from professional football at age 34. Ozil, who was part of Germany's World Cup winning squad in 2014, has spent the past 3 seasons in the Turkish Super League and retires after making 4 appearances for Besiktas, who he joined as a free agent last year. The midfielder amassed over 500 career appearances, including 254 for Arsenal across a 7-year stint with the Premier League club. After thoughtful consideration, I am announcing my immediate retirement from professional football, Ozil wrote in an announcement posted on Twitter. I have had the privilege to be a professional football player for almost 17 years now, and I am incredibly thankful for the opportunity. But in recent weeks and months, having also suffered some injuries, it becomes more and more clear that it's time to leave the big stage of football. It has been an amazing journey filled with unforgettable moments and emotions. I want to thank my clubs, Schalke 04, Werder Bremen, Real Madrid, Arsenal FC, Fenerbahce, Besiktas, and the coaches who supported me, plus teammates who have become friends. Special thanks must go to my family members and my closest friends. They have been a part of my journey from day one and have given me so much love and support through the good times and the bad times, he added. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thanks for the update, Jonah. And that is the size of our package. If you like what we are doing, do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channels, Malakai TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV and MLC TV2, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter, MLC TV1. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachi TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It's Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Continue to be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Jennifer Odimayo. Thanks for watching.